Hello and welcome to your 14th lesson on JavaScript. And in this lesson we will shortly learn about break and continue. And we will use them in our loops to make sure that they work as they should. So you might be familiar with break. We used break when we did switch to the value. Break was stopping the actions, stopping the code. This way, it was stopping the loop. And additionally, we have a continue, which skips one step. So it skips one cycle of a loop. So let's see some example. Let's create a variable a and make it equal to 5. Then create a variable b and make it equal to 50. Then let's create a while loop from a to b. Add incrementation of a and output the value of a together with the br or break the line tag from the HTML, and let's see our result. As you can see, we get all the values from 6 to 51. Now let's put the incrementation at the end, and we will get all the values from 5 to 50. Now let's say that we want to break the cycle if we reach the number which is 40. Now let's therefore make a conditional if and put a equals to 40. Equal to 40. And write break. It will break the while loop. So let's see what it does. It does exactly this. It goes from 5 to 39, reaching 40 and breaking the loop just before we are incrementing and printing the value of a. If we were to put this at the end, we will get all the same values for a. This is because it would end just after incrementation of a, and the values will be still from 5 to 39. This way, break helps us to stop the loop when we don't need its actions anymore. But what happens if we just don't need the value of 40? In this case, we still increment a by 1, but instead of break, we write continue. And continue just skips the step in which we print the value of 40. So let's see here what we got. We got all the values up to 39 and all the values after 40, or starting from 41 to 43, 42, 43, and etc. all the way up to 50. We just did skip the 40. So let's now suppose we want to skip all the values which are divisible by 3. Let's write the remainder equals to 0. Alright, so now we got 1/3 of the numbers removed. That's because we removed or skipped all the steps when the value of a was divisible by 3. We can use continue and break together and several times as much as we need it, and we can use continue and break also in for loops. The continue and break is most oftenly used in mostly used in for loop, nested for loop, and switch loops. This way it helps the programmer to make sure that the code ends or skips some value at particular point. And it is very helpful to write programs using break and continue. As a homework, I would like to ask you to create nested loops of both while and for loops and add both continue and break inside of each of the nested loops. This will be a great practice, and you will learn how break and continue really work by writing your own code rather than just by watching. You will learn much more by practicing actual code than watching it on your device already pre-recorded in video lessons. So this is your homework for the next time.